Hi, we're going to continue with the episode the one before. So after that, I end up realizing that I was pregnant. Like two weeks after that, after he hit me, and then he already left. He wasn't here, so he didn't come back until after I had my daughter. So he was working in Africa and I live in England. So he comes once a year. So I end up keep going with my life and keep seeing the sign of him not being engaging as he was before, not as friendly, not as open, not he was so dismissive. I used to go to college studying. I was doing English course. I was doing other study like return to study so I can go to university. But he was so determined to make me not do that. And I keep quitting all the time because I felt like I wasn't good enough. So when I got pregnant, I just give up. So I start looking after the baby. And then when he came back, we were like, okay, keep moving here, going there, never go anywhere after that. He was so busy with himself more, but not as the family. So I keep trying and I keep trying to want to understand him. But the more I want to understand, the less I get. And I knew that there must be someone else in the picture. But everyone I end up asking, they end up being like, no, we can't. No, he doesn't. He's not like that. But I knew. And from that moment, I was like, I need to keep my head up. But the more I was going with it, the more obsessive over him I become. So I got another child. When I got my second child, I had severe postnatal depression. I was like starting going to these mother groups and other kind of mental health place where you get like counseling and things to help you with your to cope with your children while you are suffering from postnatal depression. And before I knew, I was already pregnant with my son. And all this pregnancy, it was like my way thinking of like the more kids I'm going to give him, maybe he's going to start loving me. Maybe he's going to stop on not wanting to be here. He's going to start being caring. He's going to change his mind. All of that. I remember when I had my second child, he ended up saying that I don't think the child is mine because my second child was born premature. So he said, I don't think that the child is mine. And I was like, so who is it? He ended up saying a name of a friend I used to I used to date before I even met him. And I said, oh, okay, if that's his, then okay, if you know more than me. Only to that child to be a copy of him. So it's like a lot of this mixed up of the story. A lot of things happen in people's life that we end up not really realizing and we are not understanding. But the moment something trigger us, we end up focusing on stuff that are important to us. So for me, I think that slap woke me up. And I was like, no, I'm awake because I was already head over heels. It's like if he say jump, I would ask how high. If he said anything, I cannot say no to him. It's like I was like following someone who is like a messiah. It wasn't only love, it was like the obsession. I have to be constantly in contact with him. We always have to talk. We always have to. Everything I have, if it's money, it's end up ending in a card to call him, to talk to him. It's like my need. It's like he was my drug. I was that obsessive. I need to fill that void that I was willing to do anything to be with him. But once I realized that no, I had enough. I tried everything and nothing is working. I had enough. And I told him that I had enough. He didn't really believe me that I had enough. But I showed him that I had enough because the last time he came over, I end up having like we had to sleep in separate beds to make sure that we are not. So I said that I am 100% sure that I don't want to be with you anymore. Although I knew that I still have that obsession over him, I need to break free. I need to go to get away from it. And to do so, end up causing a lot of issue. But then he left, as I explained before. After he left, all hell broke loose. I lost my mind. I had really bad depression, and I was like in pain because my heart was like playing up a little bit. So my children had to go to care. We had to go to court. I have to deal with a lot of things at that time. But a lot of people helped me, and I am really appreciating of them. And some of them are watching here. So I want to tell you thank you for your help. You helped me a lot when there was no one to help me. You hold my hand when I had no one to hold my hand. And trust me, you don't know how much you saved my life because I was really tired. I was really feeling that I can't make it. I don't want to make it. I didn't know how to survive. I didn't want all the headache. I felt like I am a burden in this earth. I have nothing to offer. No one. But few friends, few people who are really nice and kind. They say that don't worry, everything is going to be okay. We know it's tough right now, but everything's going to be okay. I didn't believe them then because I was in a deep water and I was drowning. But I believe them now because without doing anything, I start from the scratch. I managed to start going to school night class. I went to college, completing a lot of courses. I applied for my course. I got to uni, did foundation, and then I did my degree and I passed my degree, and now I'm doing my master's. So we need to be kind to one another because you might see someone walking and going and you might think that oh they are okay, they're happy, but you don't know what someone is going through at that time. Just let's be kind